Hi there, Geminis. Welcome to my channel, Soul Light Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten, and I have your love and emotional dynamic reading all laid out for you for the month of June 2017. This is a general reading. Not all messages will apply to everyone, so check out your moon sign or your rising sign. And if nothing applies, please, contact me for a personal reading. We'll get straight to your situation. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. It is a general reading, so stories or energies that I call out could be applied vice versa. You'll know how to apply it to your situation. The top row is for single Geminis, and the bottom row is for those that are in couples. Again, I'll link all the cards sometimes, so it might interact. So at the top row, we have the Ace of Wands in the position of who you are, Gemini, or what your situation is. And that's complemented with the Lenormand house card. To the right of that, we have the Knight of Swords. He's in the position of what's coming towards you, complemented with the scroll or the book card from Lenormand. And the World card is your outcome, complemented with the Anchor. And the Ten of Pentacles clarifies the outcome and is also advice, and that is complemented with the Rider from Lenormand. So, which do I read first? So let's just start with the tarot. The Ace of Wands is about, new beginnings, new initiative, new potential, passion, taking action on something new. And the Knight of Swords is what's coming towards you. There's some news or a person coming towards you fast, very quickly, that you're going to be dealing with in June. The World is about satisfactory, successful outcome and achievement of your goal that you set out to achieve in the month of June. And ending an old cycle, beginning a new one. And the Ten of Pentacles is about the effects of this new beginning. It is really positive and can flourish and grow. And it's could be real long-standing growth here as a result. So that's just the energy. So I feel like for singles, some of you are coming out of a negative cycle in your love life, a cycle of loss. Maybe someone in your past cheated on you or betrayed you in some way. And you have this new initiative. You're kind of pissed off about that, but you have this new determination to rise above your past and to meet someone new. And you're fired up about it. You're ready to take on the world to find love. And you may be meeting an air sign person with this Knight of Swords in the near future. Possibly an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or an earth sign person, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You're excited and you're full of enthusiasm about finding new love or having met someone that you will meet in June. And the energy around it is fast. It's like a whirlwind, like this World card here. There's a whirlwind overhead. You're spinning with happiness, spinning with excitement, the changes that are happening for you. A new cycle in your love life. A new door has opened, and it's very promising. It seems very promising. The person that you meet, I feel like this person is very smart, very intelligent, and They may like to travel. I do see travel in your cards, singles. But I'll get to that in a minute. So this person will probably open you up to a lot of new things, broaden your horizons, and bring new experiences into your life, which that's exciting, and that might have your head spinning. And also, they're just very charming and sexy. This person could expose you to new things, and could even bring elevation to your status in your life. So it can elevate you in some way, either in experience or in actual material, concrete way. They can elevate you in life. This might be a wealthy person that you're dealing with, or someone who's very powerful. Or just someone who's very experienced, or has a lot of worldly experience, or is very extremely intelligent. So they're going to expand your world in some way, and there's definitely potential. Although at first, because the Knight of Swords is an in and out energy, I would say, be cautious and don't move too fast here. And I'm still going to say that, but the outcome is the World and the Ten of Pentacles, and the Anchor. So there's some long-term potential here with this particular person. Just maybe don't get too passionate too fast. You don't want this to burn out before it realizes its full potential, because there's a lot of great potential here. Okay? And, some of you may be moving away from your home, from your family, from your loved ones. Or you may be traveling away from family, home or loved ones, or you're actually moving location. Maybe, really far away. It could be overseas, but a long distance from what's familiar to you. And some of you may meet this new person on your travels upon, arriving in your at your new destination. But I feel like this move or this travel is going to bring you happiness and contentment and some stability and a sense of belonging. You're going to like where you end up, is basically what these cards are saying. And you're going to like where the direction that you end up going in for your love life as well. Lots of passionate sex here, is indicated. And I would advise you, if you don't want to get pregnant and start a family too soon, to use protection, because you have the Ace of Wands, the World card, and the Ten of Pentacles, which, to me speak of family and pregnancy. So you want to be careful with that. Now, the Lenormands, we break that down. We've got the House, which talks about moving away from home or family, or that which is familiar. Purchasing, some of you could be purchasing or even inheriting property. As I look down at this Ten of Swords below the Knight of Swords, some of you might get news of someone passing away, I'm sorry to say. And you may inherit some property as a result of this. That might be why you have to travel. Some of you may be purchasing your first home, and now you're very excited about that. The book, or the scroll card next to Knight of Swords, this talks about knowledge, and that's why I say this person is probably very smart, and skill. It also talks about information that's hidden from you that you don't know. So you should take your time to get to know this person. Don't try not to move too fast. Like I said, there's great potential here, but you're advised to move more slowly and really get to know them. The anchor talks about safety, security, being grounded, and settling down, and being in a stable relationship, possibly even marriage. And then the writer talks about news that's coming towards you, or that you're sending, and quite fast too. This is as a timing card, it's something that happens, pretty quickly. And like I said, with this Knight of Swords, there is some information that's coming in pretty quickly, that's going to, that either you're initiating or you're going to have to react to quickly, that's going to set all this in motion. Some of you are also going to get a job promotion or a new job that elevates you. It's going to be better in pay and better in status than your previous one. And you could be getting information about that. You may have to relocate for this job. And like I said, some of you may be getting news that you've inherited property, or that your bid for a home was approved, and you'll be, initiating some big changes that involve travel or movement. And this affects your love life. This affects, what you're emotional about in the month of June. The house also talks about long-term relationship, and next to the Ace of Wands, you're wanting to initiate and have a long-term relationship in your life. And next to the scroll or the book card, it just says, as we start out, this is a process. This is something you're working towards. You're moving towards getting, because the combination of the house and the scroll it's saying stable living conditions have yet to come. So that's something that you're working towards. But the outcome is that you will achieve this, what you set out to achieve. You will. So whatever it takes, do it. Congratulations, Again, this could be in regards to work, job, or home, but there's just this strong initiative and determination to succeed and to achieve your goal, and you're going to achieve it with this world and the anchor here. And if the desire is to find that marriage partner, I believe you will. Some of you might even secretly elope, keeping your relationship from your family, keeping your engagement or your or you're going to secretly get married, and keep it from the family for a little while, because the scroll is about a secret and the anchor is about a marriage. Also, like I said, family secret. Some of you could be learning about a family secret, because there is definitely some issue with family coming up for you guys. And once again, the scroll card is telling you to get to know your partner. Make sure you get to know them first before you take some hasty actions. Just because you wind up achieving your goal of getting married doesn't mean you marry a good person. I'm not saying that you won't. I'm just saying achieving that goal doesn't ultimately mean the person that you end up with is a prize. So you make sure you know who you're marrying. Okay? Don't do that on the spur of the moment. Some of you may be inclined to do so though. And then some of you may be planning to travel to see your partner, maybe to surprise them. Maybe they live a long distance from you, and there might be a little bit of delay around this plan of action, but ultimately you'll be successful. And it looks like it ends up being a harmonious visit. So I'm going to end the singles part there, okay, and let's go to the couples below. We've got the Chariot, the Crook and Flail, or the Whip card from Lenormand. That's in the position of coupled Geminis and your situation. And coming towards you, you've got the Ten of Swords and the Desert Fox from Lenormand. And I pulled Sibylla, the Suspirity card, to clarify. That's what's coming towards you. The Six of Wands, the Blisk, or the Tower from Lenormand, and the Eight of Spades, weakness, from Sibylla. This is your outcome. And the final card, which clarifies the outcome and gives you some advice, is the King of Wands. And the Retired card reversed from Sibylla. And from a different Sibylla deck, we've got the Butterfly, La Guriza. It's a complicated ending. This is a complicated story here for coupled Geminis. I feel like you're again, there's travel for you. Maybe overseas travel that you're returning from, or some sort of travel towards a circumstance that is negative. Okay? This Ten of Swords here says that that what's coming towards you is could be some great loss, separation, some anger, betrayal, or accusations of such. And I feel like you're going to be accused of these things: deception, lies, betrayal, or news of loss, or and it's rushing towards you. It's really fast, aggressive energy. It's coming towards you. Okay, so it's like it's on the attack, or you feel attacked with this Chariot card here. You could lose your temper here with the Crook and the Flail, or the Whip card next to it. This talks about wanting to punish someone. This talks about, harsh words. I feel like you could hurl some harsh words back at this person who, person or persons, okay? Because I feel like there are, for some of you, the situation involves multiple people, or a host of people. And for some of you, it's your partner. Okay, remember, this is a reading about not only your love life, but what emotionally impacts you for the month of June. Now, with this Chariot and the Crook and Flail, you're taking on the defense. You're meeting this accusation or this negative energy or situation head on, and you're determined to not only win over it, but to punish it for causing you turmoil. Wow. I laugh because that's pretty intense. These Crook and Flail talks about a situation that is repetitive, and so maybe your partner, or I'm going to say people, but it could be persons, or I'm going to say people or your partner, feel you are constantly doing this, and cheating, lying, backstabbing, doing things behind their back, or causing them some sort of sorrow and turmoil. As I look at Suspiria, because she talks about anxiety and turmoil. This is how others are feeling and the energy that others are bringing toward you, okay? So others are, feel that you, now this could be vice versa, because it's a general reading, but I'm reading in this stance so I can have some clarity as I say it, and you can understand me. Others may feel that you are being deceptive, you are the one who's lying, cheating, doing something underhanded, hiding information, and they want to end this once and for all, this repetitive cycle, because this isn't the first time. This is something that keeps repeating itself, and they're over it with this Ten of Swords, and they want the situation to end. And you, with this Chariot and the Crooked Flail, you're going to be using all of your power and all of your skill to deflect the situation, or to, and I'm seeing manipulative energy here, to hurl back accusations at the person and accuse them of what you're being accused of. That's the stance you will take to defeat this energy. Now, where it gets complicated here is, okay, because Ten of Swords is about this person probably wants to break up with you, separate from you, leave you, end the situation, because they're sick of it, they're over it, but you're manipulating the situation and turning it back on them. They don't know what to think, right? Or somehow it proves a good strategy, because you end up coming up triumphant as your outcome. Okay, because sometimes the Six of Wands isn't a positive card. It talks about getting a lot of attention, a lot of accolades, a lot of praise, rewards for work well done, but it also can talk about being egocentric. And I say that because the card that's next to it is the Tower card, which is a huge ego card in Lenormand, and you're next to the King of Wands, which clarifies the Six of Wands. And he's got a big ego too. He's not reversed, and the Six of Wands isn't reversed, but because the Tower is here, I'm going to have to read this as there's some big ego going on here for you, Gemini. And you feel triumphant over the situation. There's attention. You're getting a lot of attention. The World card is above the Six of Wands. He gets Six of Wands gets attention, and the World card is being the center of attention. And you're the center of attention not only with your partner, but others, maybe your family or others in your environment, or somehow they're influenced by what is controlling you, what you're passionate about. It could even be your work, because the Fox card from Lenormand is work. The Tower is business. So it could even be your work, right, that you're passionate about. I know it's a love reading, guys, but like I said, sometimes it involves other things. But you're getting a lot of attention. All eyes are on you. And now with this Tower card, Tower card also talks about, from Lenormand, the Tower card talks about being isolated. So you may want to hide from this attention that you're getting. Hide from the scrutiny of others, your partner or other people in your environment, your work environment most likely, or your home environment, family. So, hiding from attention. So this Sibylla card, the weakness card, talks about a lot of drama. and psychological warfare here and drama. So you're trying to isolate yourself, Gemini, from this drama and from this negative attention and scrutiny of others. And like I said, you're trying to even convince them that what you're accused of, they're the ones who are actually doing it. And I'm not so convinced that you're not doing it, Gemini. And again, it's a general reading. You could apply it to your situation. It could be vice versa. But the outcome that's clarified with the King of Wands here. Now, this is a guy who succeeds at what he does. He's very prominent. He's very successful. He makes things happen. He has a lot of power, a lot of charisma, a lot of influence. Again, I feel like some of you are dealing with a very wealthy person, a very wealthy, prominent, powerful person. And in a coupled situation, your partner is feeling that you're cheating, lying, stealing, backstabbing, doing something underhanded, crooked in some way. And you're hiding from their attention. So I'm feeling like maybe you might be, they might get a private investigator. The Rider card can be a private investigator. They might get a private investigator to investigate and get some proof, so you can't play these head games. The weakness card, I said psychological warfare. So you can't play these head games with them anymore. So they're looking into your private information hard to get some proof. What they're going to find, Gemini, they're going to find a lot of stuff. They're going to uncover a lot of secrets about you. Your greed, your infidelities. Again, this is not for every Gemini that's in a coupled relationship. You'll know if it's for you or not. I'm sorry if it's not. If I don't have a story for you guys today, Let's see. If for those where it's not this story. I just feel like in general for coupled Geminis, there might be some ambition to overcome some loss or sadness in your relationship from the past, or to overcome it. And I feel like in general, you at the end of the day, you're going to feel like you did. You're going to feel like you did. However, there's something that you don't know behind the scenes. And so be aware of that. You could be deluding yourself about your victory. So don't breathe that sigh of relief too soon. And you could be dealing with a fire sign person. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Or someone that's just very direct, and they're not going to give up until they're not going to give up. They're not going to give up. And then back to the first scenario where you're being accused of lying, cheating, stealing. And they're investigating your behavior. They're looking into it and using private investigator maybe to investigate you. They're not going to give up until they get proof. They're not going to give up. It's not going to go away. You may try and hide from it and lessen try and talk your way out of it, or try and act like it's no big deal. They're making too much out of it. You can't really lessen the gravity of the situation. There is going to be a karmic repercussion, and it's going to come out. Whatever it is, it's going to come out. I guess the recording cut off. So this is the rest of the Gemini reading. I just wanted to go over the Lenormands. We had the Crook and the Flail, or the Whip card, plus the Desert Fox and the Tower. So let me just read to you those meanings. Again, the Whip could talk about a love dispute, problems in a relationship. It could do with sex or infidelity, but overall there seems to be conflicts of interest in the relationship. And even some Geminis may be facing litigation or difficult negotiations or discussions in the context of their work. I mention that because the Fox is the next card. The Desert Fox is a card about deceitful behavior, but it's also a card about work and profession. So as a combination with the Whip next to the Fox, it talks about conflict that has to do with lies, deception within the relationship or within your work. Work that you do or work that you have done. And the Tower talks about power, influence, business, a higher perspective. Next to, combined with the Whip, though, the Tower talks about being dismissed, an exit interview. You're being dismissed. It's not so much that you're quitting. You're being dismissed, or some sort of dispute that becomes legal. And unilateral conversations. So a lot of people may be involved in this, and I said that before. There's a lot of people cards with the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. There's a lot of people depicted in those cards that may be involved in whatever conflict is coming up for you that you're passionate about in the month of June. The Fox also talks about, being cunning and keeping a keen eye on things. And like I said, I feel like some of you are going to be investigated. So don't breathe a sigh of relief too soon. You may think you've hidden yourself well, but they may find some stuff on you. The Fox combined with the Tower talks about old secrets getting revealed. And also talks about not giving up. And that King of Wands was talking about not giving up. So even if it gets revealed, I think you're still going to deny it. It wasn't me. Like that song, So. And, so those are the combinations. I mean, I guess I could... Gemini, I always mention Trump in your readings, and I guess you could see a correlation here. If I could also read some combinations from your Lenormands in his regard, but I won't. Well, let's just say, Trump, they're coming for you. All right, guys, that's your reading. I'm sorry about it being cut off. You take care of yourself, and I'll see you in June, mid-June for the monthlies, or hopefully I'll be able to do that. There's some things that I need to take care of, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get to the mid-June intimates. But if not, I will see you for sure in July. Blessings.